The sword dangles over you today on Fortitude through Stoicism, and this is a special episode. So we're going to shift from our normal Stoic lesson today because I have a really important update. I'm going to give you the quote, but we are going to shift. And what I really want to talk about is separation season today. I talked about how I was going into it. We're coming out of separation season for me. I want to tell you what it is, what the result was. And again, it does have something to do with Stoicism. So the quote today, the sword dangles over you. The quote by Marcus Aurelius. Remember, Roman emperor at the peak of the Roman Empire. So he's arguably one of the most powerful men to have ever lived. Don't behave as if you are destined to live forever. What fate hangs over you as long as you live and while you can become good now? What fated hangs over you as long as you live and while you can become good now? So that's exactly why I engage in my separation season. So let me tell you what it is, how I came about it, and what it does for me. Okay. So years ago, Ed Millett was talking about separation season, how during the holidays, people kind of take their foot off the gas. They go to holiday parties, they eat some of this, He was talking again about a physical sense, dieting kind of ease up. You have all these parties and so what he did is he blocked that out, and that's the time he really focused. So I adopted separation season a couple years ago. And what it is for me is I look at business as a war. I mean, this is conflict. You're battling for resources. You're battling for employees. You're battling for market share. You're trying to outmaneuver your competition. You have limited resources you're working with, right? So again, there are a lot of parallels. And again, for me, I have that warrior mindset. So separation season for me is very important. For me, it's cutting spending. So I cut out my Asian massages. I was getting one or two a week, though. That's $120, $125. So, $12,000 a year pleasure that I cut out. I got rid of my trainer, but instead of just, I shifted that expense to working on my piece, which was going from Crunch Fitness, low amenities, big box gym style, to Lifetime Fitness in Tampa. It's really like a country club that has a gym. It's absolutely gorgeous, peaceful. I can focus, good equipment. So I've made some shifts. So again, reallocating resources. I also got off of social media, and I don't mean just got off social media. I mean, I deleted the apps off my phone. My team changed all of my passwords, so I can't even get in if I want to, going through the browser. That time savings allowed me to do other things. And again, I'm finishing the Stoic journey that we're doing here. But I also was able to reflect on my 24 life plan, see how I did with my goals. And again, I did very, very good this year. It was a phenomenal year. But use that time to plan for the next year. And a lot of amazing things were happening. So again, during this separation season, I cut a lot of things out, reallocated some resources. And so I was able to take 3 weeks off from work and go travel, Southeast Asia. And through that, a lot of good stuff has happened. So I found Buddhism. I absolutely love Buddha. And that's led me to these very successful meditations that have been a game changer for me. 2024, I finished up with 46 states, over 250 flights, 4 countries. I also hit the lowest weight I've been even throughout this whole fitness journey. I got down to 226. That's the lowest that I got my weight down to in that cut. Still haven't missed a workout. And I started the Peterson Academy in addition to everything else I was doing. And through that, I was able to do an ancient philosophy course, which really helped me understand the Stoicism. We've had major breakthroughs in my business. We're now up to 10 full-time employees at Fortitude. It's incredible. Like, it is absolutely incredible. The growth there. I got two different divisions, two ladies going in, heading up two different, parts of my business, and they're running and they're making it their own. It's absolutely incredible. I was able to finish my life plan. It's just being put together by my team. And this year, I'm only working 46 weeks. And so I'm really going to take off the last 2 months. I'm going to take off December and January because I'm going to open my office in the Philippines. I did a lot of research there. My purpose there was to understand the culture, and because I know they have a BPO industry. BPO is basically the back end for a lot of the corporations. It's the administrative stuff, customer service. So if you call Comcast, good chance you're calling the Philippines. So I wanted to spend some time with Pal, who is now a minority partner in my business, and get to know her and her family, and to see if it's something I wanted to invest in. So through this separation season, I've been able to get clarity in my life. I found Buddhism. I found a way to clear my mind and cut some of the noise out. So again, I'm still not on social media. My team does some stuff there to capture my experiences, my journey, but I don't have it on my phone. It's not my deal. I was able to take AI now and really build out my entire fitness plan based on all the workouts my trainer gave me for the last 18 months and all my Whoop data and my blood results. And then I said what I wanted to do, and hey, break this up into 4 phases over the year. And so what I call my boss mode, my plan is done. My entire nutrition, supplementation, exercise, and that's been uploaded into my Whoop. So I basically just click a button. So I put so many systems and processes into my life over the separation season that it's almost like on autopilot. I basically just click a button to the very next thing in my life. So, got to go to the next, I'm going to this airport and this gate. Great. I just push a button. Oh, I got to go to this hotel. I press a button to GPS there. Sometimes I don't even remember what city or state I'm in or what town, because I just really go from button to button in my phone. That is how systemized my life is. So now I'm able to do so much. So again, huge breakthroughs. The hedge fund, David and his team have made tremendous progress. It's almost impossible what they've accomplished. So we are now in a position, we're green light for raising capital, game over time. So in a very short period of time, because I was able to block out all of that stuff, and personally, in my personal life, I had to make some decisions about some relationships. One of those relationships, 3-year relationship. Not easy, but necessary. Because, again, I had to reshift and refocus my energy and my time and, put it into some other people and put it into myself. And so again, I've had to clean house a little bit in my personal relationships, but again, that let me spend time with other people who have poured into me forever and ever and ever. So again, allocating my energy to those who reciprocate energy has been something I've focused on during separation season. Removing the distractions, removing anything time wasting. It has been such a blessing. So I'm not going to tell anyone what to do. I'm not going to tell you to, find Ed Millett's, podcast or book. I think he talks about his separation season, what it means. I'm not going to tell you to look at my results from my separation season as an incentive. I'm not going to do that. What I'm only going to do is share with you the power of focus, the power of discipline. I am absolutely convinced there is nothing in the world that I couldn't accomplish. I may run out of time, but I truly believe that there's nothing that I couldn't accomplish. Now, with AI and the access to information, it really just comes down to a choice. It comes down to a decision. It's navigating your resources, time, energy. So again, 21 Principles of Dokido, Miyamoto Musashi, Warrior Mindset, self-discipline. I'm not going to go into something with a half heart. So the only things that I'm going to go into is anything that I'm going into with a full heart. Means nothing half-assed. I'm all in. It's a hell yes or a hell no, right? And so David and his team and the algorithm they built, that's a hell yeah. I am all in on that. That is a game changer financially. That will bring wealth that I have never possibly could even fathom in my life, simply by making other people wealthy. By making other people wealthy, I in return will find blessings from that. And with that, it has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with the fact of the freedom. Dave and I have plans. We want to spend more time together. We made a promise that we're going to do some conservation, buy some land so they can't fucking cut the trees or kill the animals, that warms my heart. So again, that's the why behind the what. The hedge fund, compounding interest, blah, 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 blah. Trees and animals. That's what warms my heart. The money's just a path to that. This mindset shift has really come more and more and more because of my meditations and my practice of Buddhism. Now, Buddhism's not a religion. It's a philosophy. There's no deity at the center of Buddhism. It's characterized as a religion, but it's really just a way to live life. Teachings from a teacher, not a deity. Someone who walked a certain path, found a certain path, and then just shared that with other people. Okay, I'm going to listen because I experienced that culture when I was in Thailand. I felt the compassion from those people who have been practicing Buddhism, very unlike what I experienced anywhere else in the United States, most especially in New York. That experience was only possible because of the discipline that I executed for the entire 2024. I executed a plan. I stayed on that path. And then I executed on my separation season, which has prepared me for a 2025 that years ahead where I thought I would be. I share this with you not to brag, not to encourage you, but only as a testament to what is possible for me from where I came from, right? A couple years ago, homeless. Terrible, alcoholic. Just there was very little good in that man. But what little ember that remained, I was able to fan into an inferno consistently every single day, paying those dues. And again, I have not missed a workout since November 15th, 2020. And with that has been my readings, my Stoic lessons, which is really, just so you know, Dr. Leak, cognitive behavior therapy, the control of emotions. All of the concepts in there really came from Stoicism, just so you know. I said in the very beginning of my Stoic journey when I started this, it was for me to be able to have complete control over the only thing that I can control, which is my mind, my actions, my reactions. Anyone around me can testify to the fact that I am a completely changed man over this last year. And that is only now escalated with my love of Buddhism, because every single day I'm able to meditate, clear my mind, and remind myself that I cultivate compassion for myself and others. I am at peace with myself. This is the first time in my life that I can honestly say that I'm at peace with myself. Only possible because I was able to block out that noise long enough to clean some house in my own head. Strength, confidence, wisdom. My career is soaring. My health is soaring, financially, my relationships. And again, it's a shame that I can't share this with my children. So mote it be. So mote it be. My arms, my heart, always open. My phone, always on. I've sent my messages, I've corresponded. I just don't want to keep inflicting pain if the thought of me does that. I love my children, miss them dearly. But I also accept my fate through Stoicism. I am dealing with the suffering through Buddhism. This is what the work looks like. When you hear someone say, oh, I'm working on that, or I did the work. Oh yeah, what does that mean? The work, first, awareness, right? Awareness that you have the issue, the problem, the trigger, the trauma. Acceptance, accepting the fact that this is a real thing, but then holding yourself accountable to changing that thing. And that's not always easy. A lot of people don't like that. And I've worked really, really, really hard to iron out the chinks in my armor. I'm proud of the work that I've done. I don't know, and I know a lot of people, and I've come across a lot of people. I don't know a lot of other people that have the level of discipline or the perseverance that I have. And I'm not saying I'm special at all, because now the more that I learn, the more that I know absolutely nothing. All I know is that this is what works for me. And I have fallen in love with the process. I have become addicted to learning. I have an insatiable thirst. And now I have the mechanisms to give me the balance through meditation and my study of Stoicism and my acceptance of my own challenges to really, truly live at peace. Really, truly to live at peace. So, on that, I just wanted to share, because the sword dangles over you and life can end at any moment, and I accept that too. But I also accept the fact that it is my responsibility to live every single day at my very best. And on that, we're out of here.